Yesterday we talked about belief and how belief was a state or habit of mind, and that we can change our minds and we can change our beliefs, and that faith had a deeper, richer texture. And so let's look at faith today, and we'll start out with a quote from Rabindranath Tagore, an Indian poet and writer who won the Nobel Prize in the early 1900s. And here is this beautiful quote: "Faith is the bird that feels the light when the dawn is still dark." It feels the light when it's still dark. And I'm sure we all can relate to having heard birds chirping before dawn. They feel, they know the light is coming even when it's dark. And that's what faith can do for us. And in the upper left is a belief, a wonderfully facilitating belief that, if cultivated, becomes faith. Spirit, infinite intelligence, God, mystery, whatever word works for you, wants to live as much as possible in you, through you. She wants you to have all that you desire. And with faith, we are cultivating, we are fortifying our inner container. And again from Tagore, another quote: "Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it." Well, that's what we're doing with our inner container. And so we've been working on our inner container, strengthening it, feeling it in our physical body, adding emotion to it, placing our desideratum in it, creating our plans, going step by step. All this strengthens our inner container, and then nothing fortifies it more than faith. Now let's look at our owl, our Athenian owl symbol, and see what the owl can tell us about faith. Because the owl operates in the dark. It thrives in the dark. And so let's look at some characteristics of the owl. It has disproportionately large eyes. It swivels its head in a way that it can see behind it without having to move its body. It has 14 neck vertebrae instead of our 7. It has special feathers for silent flight. It has very acute hearing. It flies slowly. It doesn't flit about. And its plumage is designed for camouflage. And I'll encourage you to reflect and contemplate some of those, because I think there's a lot of wisdom there that can help us to navigate in the 80 to 90% of the unseen part of our iceberg. One of the things that is that the owl has extraordinary sensory acuity, and we've been working on building that in the guided reflections. Now, faith is trusting in the unseen, as we just saw. It also can be enhanced by cultivating a relationship with the unseen and with the seen, the totality of our iceberg. And this is like gardening. This analogy of cultivating is like gardening, and it's effortful. We're tilling the soil. We're planting seeds. We're nurturing. And what will grow? And these are some words from Jean Houston: creative soul level expression through you. And you will feel a sense of intimate belonging to and participation in the universe when you cultivate faith. So we encourage you to cultivate faith, to have an interest in cultivating faith, and to know and trust that that is going to fortify your inner container.